Something invisible enters your home. Something dark. You can't see it, but your dog knows. That loyal companion who loves you unconditionally will start acting differently. Strange behaviors, sudden fear, unexplained growls. If you ignore these signs, it could bring danger into your life. Today I'll show you the 5 ways your dog reacts when witchcraft enters your home and how to protect yourself and your family. Stay alert. Your dog might just be your first warning. You might think your home is safe, that the walls protect you, that nothing could disturb your peace. But let me tell you, danger doesn't always announce itself. It doesn't knock politely. It slips in silently, riding energy you cannot see. And while you may be blind to it, your dog is not. That loyal companion you call a friend, the one who follows you everywhere, who greets you with joy every time you walk through the door. They can sense things that you cannot even begin to imagine. The first sign that something is wrong, that witchcraft or negative energy has entered your space, often comes from a place you least expect, your dog's fear. Think about it. A dog that normally greets guests with a wagging tail suddenly cowers in the corner. A dog that sleeps calmly through thunderstorms suddenly trembles without warning. This is not coincidence. This is awareness. Your dog feels the weight of energy, the shift in vibrations that your human senses dismiss. And when they hide, when their eyes dart nervously to corners you don't even notice, that is not just fear, it is a warning. You might say, it's just anxiety, just a bad day. But listen closely. The intensity is different. This fear is deep, instinctual, and unprovoked. It's primal, rooted in their ability to perceive the unseen. Dogs have existed alongside humans for thousands of years, not only as companions but as guardians. And their senses are tuned to detect threats beyond the physical world. Dark energy, curses, manipulations that we cannot see. What makes this more serious is the consistency of the behavior. If your dog hides for a few minutes, it might be nothing. But if this fear continues, if it appears suddenly and without explanation, it's a signal that something foreign and harmful has entered your space. Pay attention to the rooms they avoid, the moments when they tremble without cause. Every shiver, every anxious glance, every attempt to escape is your dog saying, "Be careful, something is here that does not belong." You may try to comfort them, to tell them there is nothing to fear, but remember, this is not imagination, it's perception. Your dog is acting on instincts honed over thousands of years, instincts that humans have dulled or ignored. And while you might not see a shadow, smell a strange scent, or hear a whisper, your dog feels it. Their body reacts before your mind does. Their fear is the first alarm bell ringing in your home. When you witness this fear, do not dismiss it. Observe, protect, take steps to cleanse the space, to shield yourself, to respect the warning your dog is giving you. Because in that moment, they are not just afraid, they are showing you the first sign of danger before it can grow. Fear is the message. Your dog is the messenger. Have you ever seen your dog suddenly growl at nothing, bark at an empty corner, snap at a shadow, or even stiffen as if someone or something was standing right there? At first, you might laugh. You might think, it's just imagination, a trick of the light. But let me be clear, this is no coincidence, and it is no harmless behavior. When your dog shows aggression toward the invisible, it is responding to energy, to forces, to presences that are not meant to be in your home. And if you ignore this, you are ignoring a warning that could protect you from danger you cannot yet see. Dogs are warriors in their own right. They are not born with just loyalty or companionship. They are born with instincts to sense and confront threats. And while humans rely on sight, sound, and logic, dogs rely on vibrations, on energy, on the currents of the unseen. When witchcraft enters a space, when a negative spirit or curse lingers, it disturbs those vibrations. Your dog can feel it. Their body responds before their mind even names what it is. And sometimes their response is aggression. This aggression is not random. It is precise, targeted, and purposeful. The growl at a shadow, the bark at an empty hallway, the sudden snap at an unseen presence. All of this is their way of protecting you. They are raising a barrier, trying to defend your energy from intrusion. They are saying, in the only way they can, do not ignore this. Something is here that wants to harm you, and I will not let it pass. What makes this even more alarming is the intensity. A playful dog does not suddenly bite or bark in pure aggression unless something has triggered it. And when the aggression comes without cause, without provocation, it is a message. It is the invisible alarm system of your home. That sudden stiff posture, those hackles raised, that low rumbling growl, these are not behavioral quirks. These are signals that you are in the presence of something dark, something that wants to disrupt your life, and you must act. Do not dismiss these actions as mere misbehavior or bad training. Observe the patterns. Notice when it happens, where it happens, and how intense it is. Your dog is teaching you to pay attention, to take steps to protect yourself. They are acting as the first line of defense, standing guard against energies that you cannot yet see, but that can affect your life in ways that are dangerous and long-lasting. Aggression is their warning, their shield, their message. It is not chaos, it is clarity. When your dog reacts in this way, it is time to look deeper, to cleanse the energy in your home, to protect your loved ones, to respect the wisdom that your companion is showing you. They are not just barking, they are confronting evil on your behalf. You might notice your dog pacing at night, whining when the house is silent, or refusing to settle down even in their favorite spot. At first, it may seem like restlessness, just a phase, or maybe even a little spoiled behavior. But this is not ordinary restlessness. This is a reaction to energy that is out of place, to forces that disturb the natural balance of your home. When witchcraft or negative spiritual energy enters a space, it disrupts not only your life, but the very rhythm of your environment, and your dog feels it first, before you even sense it. Dogs are creatures of habit. They thrive on patterns, on routine, on the natural flow of their surroundings. When something shifts in the spiritual energy of your home, their sense of stability is shaken, their rest is interrupted, their peace is disturbed, and their instincts drive them to respond. You might see them pacing back and forth, unable to lie down. They might whimper or growl softly in their sleep, or wake suddenly, as if sensing a presence beside them. These are not random behaviors. They are messages. The disruption of their sleep and their restlessness is their way of signaling danger. They are trying to make you aware that the space you consider safe has been infiltrated. It's subtle, but persistent. They cannot speak to you in words, so their body becomes the instrument of warning. Every restless step, every anxious whine, every sudden waking is a sign that energy that does not belong has entered your home. And pay attention to timing. If your dog becomes restless at the same hour, in the same spot, or only in certain rooms, this is not coincidence. This is targeted energy affecting a specific area. Their instinct is alerting you to a disturbance that could grow stronger if left unchecked. Ignoring this restlessness is dangerous because you are dismissing the very first warnings, the subtle alerts that are designed to protect you. This is why you must watch closely. Notice the subtle changes, the way they circle their bed repeatedly, the way they seem to stare at corners with no visible cause, the way they refuse to lie down in areas where energy has shifted. Dogs are sensitive to vibrations, to disturbances that humans cannot see or feel. Their restlessness is their alarm system, calibrated perfectly to detect threats in the unseen realm. Do not underestimate this behavior. Restlessness and disrupted sleep are the quiet cries of warning from your loyal protector. They are trying to guide you, to wake you to the truth that there is something in your home that should not be there. Your role is to recognize it, to act upon it, and to restore balance before it escalates. Restlessness is not annoyance, it is awareness. It is the whisper of danger carried through the energy your dog feels long before it touches your life. Have you ever noticed your dog suddenly avoiding someone who comes into your home, or maybe they turn their nose up at a familiar object, refusing to approach it as if something invisible lingers there? At first, you might shrug it off, thinking your dog is being stubborn or picky. But when these behaviors appear suddenly and without reason, you are witnessing something far more serious. Your dog is reading energy, energy that is harmful, unnatural, and designed to influence or curse your life. Dogs do not just react to what they see, they sense intent, vibrations, and spiritual currents that we cannot perceive. When a person enters your home carrying negative intentions, or when an object has been imbued with dark energy, your dog feels it immediately. They might turn away, growl softly, or even refuse to follow you into a room. This avoidance is not defiance, it is instinctive protection. Your dog is saying without words, "Be careful, something here is not safe, something here can harm you." Pay attention to patterns. Is it a specific room that your dog avoids, even when it was once their favorite? Is it a person who triggers this response, someone you normally trust? Dogs are incredibly sensitive to energy shifts, and their avoidance is rarely random. They are warning you to look closer, to question what you cannot see, to protect yourself from forces that may be invisible but are very real. And this extends beyond just people. Objects, gifts, charms, or even furniture moved from a certain place can carry energy that unsettles your dog. If they refuse to interact with something that previously had no effect, it is a signal. It is a warning that what you consider ordinary may be tainted, that your home may be harboring energy that seeks to disturb the peace and safety of everyone living there. The truth is, we often overlook these warnings because they are subtle, but your dog does not lie. They do not fabricate fear or avoidance. Their instincts are honed over thousands of years to detect what humans cannot, to sense danger in the unseen world before it manifests in our physical reality. When your dog avoids someone or something, it is a protective measure, an early alert system designed to give you time to respond before harm arrives. Do not ignore it. Observe it. Ask yourself, why is this happening? What is present that was not before? Your dog is guiding you to clarity, to awareness, to action. Their avoidance is a message. Pay attention, protect your energy, and remove the source of disturbance before it grows stronger. Avoidance is not disobedience, it is wisdom. When your dog turns away, they are not just acting, they are protecting you from harm you cannot yet see. Have you ever noticed your dog suddenly refusing food or water or losing interest in the things that normally bring them comfort? At first, you might think it's just a minor upset, maybe a stomachache or a fleeting mood. But when this behavior appears suddenly and without explanation, it is far more than that. This is your dog reacting to energy that is heavy, dark, and disruptive. It is their body's way of saying, something is not right here, something is trying to affect us. Dogs are incredibly sensitive creatures. Their senses are finely tuned not just to the physical world, but to vibrations, energies, and presences that we cannot perceive. When negative spiritual energy or witchcraft enters a space, it can affect them on a subtle yet profound level. Their instincts tell them to protect themselves from absorbing that energy, just as their instincts tell them to warn you when danger is near. Refusing food or water may seem strange, but it is a form of defense. They instinctively sense that consuming in an environment tainted by harmful forces could bring that energy into their own body and through them into your life. Notice the patterns. Does your dog avoid eating at a certain time, in a particular room, or near specific objects? Are these changes sudden and unexplained? That is the warning you must heed. Dogs communicate through their actions when words are unavailable. Loss of appetite is one of the clearest signs that they are sensing a disruption, a spiritual imbalance, or a presence that is not benevolent. They are telling you that the energy around you is not neutral, it is dangerous, and it is affecting the well-being of everyone in the home. This is also a lesson in attentiveness. Too often, we dismiss small changes in behavior, thinking they are temporary, inconsequential, but your dog's refusal to eat or drink is anything but inconsequential. It is a signal of the unseen, a reminder that the world of energy is real, and that what is invisible to us can still affect our physical world. They are asking you to take action, to investigate, and to protect both them and yourself. And remember, dogs are not just reacting, they are shielding. Their instincts act as a barrier, a filter between you and harm. When they refuse sustenance, they are drawing a line, trying to minimize the impact of negative energy. Their body responds before the mind even realizes the danger. That is why paying attention to this behavior is critical. It is not stubbornness or illness, it is wisdom. So, when your dog suddenly changes their eating or drinking habits, do not ignore it. Observe, reflect, and act. Cleanse the space, protect your energy, and honor the message your companion is sending. Because their refusal is not just about hunger, it is about safety. Hunger is their warning. Your dog is protecting you before harm arrives. Sometimes the signs are subtle, almost gentle, but no less powerful. You might notice your dog suddenly becoming more clingy, following you from room to room, refusing to leave your side, or insisting on being near you at all times. At first, you may think it's sweet, endearing even, a simple desire for attention, but in reality, this behavior is more than affection. It is instinctive protection. Your dog senses something unseen, something dangerous, and their response is to stay close, to act as a shield between you and forces you cannot perceive. Dogs are incredibly attuned to energy. They do not just react to what is visible, they feel the currents, the vibrations, the presence of anything that disrupts balance in their environment. When witchcraft or negative energy enters your home, it creates a disturbance that humans often cannot sense. But your dog does. They know before you know, they feel before you feel, and they act before the harm arrives. Their increased attachment is a signal, a message, and a protective measure all at once. Notice how this behavior manifests. Maybe your dog insists on sleeping near your bed, even if they usually prefer their own space. Maybe they follow you from the living room to the kitchen, refusing to rest while you move through the house. Maybe they nudge you repeatedly, their eyes wide, their body tense, urging you to pay attention. This is not mere clinginess. This is alertness, heightened awareness, a living warning system operating on instinct. And understand the depth of this behavior. Your dog's instincts are honed over thousands of years to protect their pack, to sense danger in ways humans cannot. Their loyalty is not just emotional, it is spiritual. They are drawing you into a protective bubble, surrounding you with their awareness, trying to ensure that whatever negative energy has entered your home does not reach you. They are saying without words, stay close, danger is near, I will shield you. This clinginess can be exhausting or confusing if misinterpreted. You may ask, why are you so attached all of a sudden? The answer is simple. They are trying to communicate something urgent. They are trying to prepare you, to alert you, to protect you from harm that is invisible but real, and it is your responsibility to listen, to respond, to act. This is not a time to dismiss their behavior. It is a time to observe, to cleanse, to protect, and to respect the wisdom of a creature who sees beyond the physical. In this moment, their extra affection is more than love. It is strategy, it is awareness, it is protection, and it is one of the clearest signs that something unseen has entered your space. Your dog is not just seeking comfort, they are offering it to you while standing guard, keeping watch, and warning you in the only way they can. Clinginess is their shield. Your dog is protecting you before you even realize the danger is near.